Way back to a time 11 months ago, I did a video titled The Top 5 Funniest Fights in Challenge History, and I think it's time for a follow-up, don't you?
So I'm gonna go ahead and take the money and run, teacher.
I win every fight.
Rookie Revolution.
This is a game!
Hey guys, what's up? It's the Rookie Revolution, and today I will be looking at 5 more of the funniest fights in challenge history. I recommend watching part 1 first because I will not be repeating any, so if your favorite funny fight is missing, it was probably in part 1.
I don't wrestle, I beat bitches up.
Also, looking back, part 1 was one of my first videos, so don't make fun of the cringe. This is all personal preference, and I'm looking at what makes me laugh personally, and what I think is deserving of the list. So with all of that said, let's get right into it. The first one we have, I am putting relatively low due to what might be recency bias, but it's pretty much 2 in 1. The whole night of the Michelle and Coriel versus Amber and Huey elimination. The first part is when Fessy voted in a member of his Big Brother alliance, which I'm not even going to explain that much in depth because Fessy is ridiculous. But Josh, who was Amber's ally and partner at the time, freaked out on Fessy, causing a screaming match to occur during the voting. TJ was just so over it, he went on his phone, and that in my opinion was amazing. Fights during voting are always fun, but this one was just next level.
I need a dictionary. I don't think these people know what a damn alliance is.
Change your vote.
Josh, is this what you want to do right now? You can't save everybody. You can't protect everybody.
This is the dumbest. You dumbass.
Please stop talking.
Idiot.
Everybody stop talking, please.
Hey, shut up.
During the elimination, Huey and Amber B were flying through and killing it until Corey and Michelle were yelling that they were stuck when Huey clapped back. I personally think Huey's accent makes it sound like he's screaming when he isn't really. He's just loud. But when Corey started screaming, it was just a back and forth and back and forth.
What is wrong with my arm?
Carabiner stuck. Guys, the carabiner is stuck.
I can't move. Ours got stuck. Keep going.
There's nothing I can do with my arm here.
It's like legitimately
I
a
would
problem.
be here for one. Shut up.
Shut the up!
Dumbass, you thought you could beat me. That's why you got me down here. You shut your mouth.
Huey, shut the up! You have no idea what's happening over here,
Look
stupid.
at that. I'm telling you the truth. Shut up. Shut up.
Then Huey and Amber won, and Huey got in Coriel's face, which I think is ballsy considering that now Corey's out of the game, he could punch Huey without losing much. It was just a mess.
You big bastards have done that. Try to get rid of me.
Get off of me! How's the f***ing life fake? How's the f***ing life fake?
Bye, Corey.
Corey did push Huey, but then he apologized, and let me say, I love Coriel, and I am wishing and hoping he comes back. I also love Huey, and I think he is what the show needs.
I did to Huey what the world has done to me. I underestimated him, and it's not fair. Sorry that I put you in there and I underestimated you.
Last funny thing is when they were picking new partners, and Ashley was pleading with Huey for him not to pick her.
I'll love you to death. I got your back, but no.
You know, I was debating if I should count this one or not, but thinking about it makes me realize, why wouldn't I? Not many people have even seen it. It's the Jasmine vs. Nia after show fight. Where to begin? Well, we all know how Jasmine is. We all know about her fiery side. And Nia is Hurricane Nia. Enough said. So what happens when they are both in a room together? Well, in this after show, after Nia got eliminated on Free Agents, Nia started explaining why she lost to Cara and how medically she wasn't at her full potential. Jasmine called BS and was rolling her eyes until a full-on argument erupted.
I was having difficulty with my harness. I apparently strapped it on too tight. My entire right arm went numb. It was purple, swollen. The bone was moving away from the muscle.
I really thought you were going to be a really strong competitor. In my opinion, I just didn't feel that you really were.
Jasmine stood up, and Johnny Mosley, being the awesome host that he is, just sat there not having a clue of what to do. Nia said Jasmine's going to fly off the stage, which promptly got Jasmine to sit down.
You were scared to go against me. You would have got your ass kicked. At the end of the day, I have nothing to prove to this cockroach sitting next to me.
Whatever.
I think nobody will ever recognize you or know you.
Those who you are.
And everyone does, and you do too.
I can't hear. Back up, bitch.
You're and maybe that's you're about to fly off the stage.
Then they showed footage proving Nia's arm was injured, and Jasmine swiftly apologized.
It's gonna hurt in the morning. This is all I can do for you right now. My arm is still not better. I am super scared right now. I'm doing great now. I'm clearly fabulous, more fabulous than she'll ever be.
After watching this past clip, I now, as a woman, I will own up and have to eat my words about what I said. I take back what I said about that, and I'm glad that you're okay.
This is just one of the best after shows, no doubt.
Kept your hands off each other, which I appreciate.
Oh, she knows better.
Do you ever just come into your room and see a plunger on your bed? Well, Katie has twice. I really don't like talking about Kenny and Evan as they are disgusting here, but it's a moment I think needs to be talked about, and it's considered to be a very funny fight. Basically, all Kenny and Evan ever did was antagonize people, and Katie was one of their main victims. On the ruin specifically, what they kept doing to her was putting a dirty plunger in her bed. When you see Katie react the way she does, Evan and Kenny should just stop, but they don't. And Katie basically uses the plunger as a baseball bat. She screams at them, and I'm glad that she stood up to them, although it didn't work.
Katie drinks, she's out of her mind, she's crazy, and a lot of fun to watch.
Was this in my bed?
Find a plunger in my bed. It was probably Kenny or Evan. Looking at their ugly, smug faces makes me want to punch them.
You or you did it! I didn't put it in I swear to damn it, if
I really like Evan and Kenny truly get off on being a They're obnoxious, they're annoying, and they're bad.
Today's plot and scheme to screw someone over is to break Katie's balls a little bit and cut her down to size and let her know you're dead weight, you're ugly, and you serve no purpose to our team.
Kenny and Evan are making this challenge hell for me. I wish I didn't react to those guys, but I cannot stop myself because I hate them so much.
The next night, they put the plunger in her bed again. I mean, enough is enough. This time, Sarah was laughing with them, and Sarah, I think, does have a tendency to play fake nice girl, but she did get the brunt of Katie's anger, which I don't think she deserved.
Why is the plunger in my bed? I will ruin your... I'll smack you with it.
All of a sudden, Katie gets mad because there's a plunger on her bed for the second night in a row.
I'm too crazy for Sarah. So what the ever, bitch? Sarah, get the out of her room. Out now.
I'm definitely more mad at Kenny and Evan, but I turn around and I just see Sarah laughing. Don't laugh at me when I have a plunger in my bed, bitch.
It reminds me of a scene out of the movie The Exorcist.
Guess what? You're fat and you got tattoos. That is one bitch I do not like.
I'll do whatever I can to ruin your life, thanks.
Basically, in the plunger situation, all hail Katie and screw Evan and Kenny. I guess Sarah got the last laugh though, sending Katie home. Next up, we have the worst crime you can commit. Hogging pizza. This is Brad vs. Marie, aka Pizzagate on Vendettas. Pretty much, it was a normal night in the challenge house, but they got supplied lots of pizza for dinner. So when not everyone noticed pizza was there yet, Marie took a box. Brad, practically guarding the pizza with his eyes, was annoyed, but he kept quiet. Then Marie took another full box, and well, I think you can guess. Brad started talking about her character and how this is a community, basically something he read on how to get people on your side from WikiHow or Yahoo Answers. They argued for a bit until Brad and Brittany went off to, you know.
I find that Marie takes a box of pizza to her room. I don't say anything at all. I leave it alone. I notice her come back. She starts to take additional pieces from the other boxes. See a bunch of people still sitting outside that have not noticed the pizza's here, and I saw you take one to your room. Isn't that enough?
Marie, hey, you took a whole box to your room.
It was a different slice!
All right, get gangsta about it. I don't care. I would never do something that's selfish.
There's so much pizza. I'm not really sure why Brad is having a bitch fit on me.
Then Marie took some more boxes and threw it on them in the middle of it, causing another fight to break out.
Taking all of the pizza.
Here's a piece of me.
What the hell are you even doing? I came down here to get away from you.
You win the lottery, you still be broke.
You're the corniest motherfucker ever. You don't take care of your two kids, mother.
Yeah, you compromise your own character tonight.
You're such an idiot. Are you still in math games right now? You can't calm down for a second?
You're on my hit list. Put me on yours. Goodbye.
This was a short but hilarious fight, and I hate to say it, so cover your ears, but I understand where Brad was coming from. Taking 2 boxes before everyone even knew the pizza was available isn't super fair, but if Marie's watching this, then I didn't say anything. Just don't take my pizza. Okay. The last one is none other than Pete's Potatoes. When the GOAT Danny is involved in a fight, it is automatically number 1, no questions asked, alright? But basically the first part of this fight started when Pete was making potatoes. He worked hard on these potatoes, adding seasoning and everything, just for the king of the house, Danny, to go and take a handful.
Tonight, I've decided to make myself some potatoes. I've put a lot of work into making these potatoes, and who do you know comes over and grabs a handful of them? Danny.
21 years old. What are you gonna do?
Do you think I'm gonna let you take a handful of the food I just
cooked.
No, he put spices on it and everything.
Now, what they don't show is Pete actually stabbed Danny in the hand with his fork and smashed Danny's face, which is why he had a red mark. Now, Pete had no consequences and was not kicked off. It was not shown. I guess even producers were tired of Danny at that point.
Now, what they don't show is I grabbed his hand and I stabbed him in the hand with a fork. Wow. And he lets the potatoes go, and I stand up and I shove him and smash his head off of the countertop.
After Pete left the fight, Danny started it up with Brandon, and to this very day, no one really knows what started that fight. We can only guess that Brandon was jealous Danny got the potatoes before him. So Danny and Brandon were in each other's faces until Wes, who tried to break it up, got shoved and hit his head lying in a fetal position. But then Wes got right back up and started pleading to Danny that their alliance is a well-oiled machine. They should not mess up. He could not stress enough how much of a well-oiled machine their alliance was. And when Danny wasn't calming down, Wes did what I think was so genius that they should teach in self-defense classes now. He straddled Brandon so he couldn't get physical. All in all, the fight ended with Danny apologizing and hugging Brandon 11 times. So, in the end, it was a pretty standard night.
Don't look at me. I do to you. Keep looking back here. It's gonna be a problem.
Danny, we have 10 votes. Go to sleep.
All I can really remember is a piece of cheese hitting me in the face. Next thing you know, I hit my head up against the metal stove and I collapse. It hurts, but all I know is gotta get this fool off of this other fool so I don't lose my fool vote.
Danny's being an immature, dumb boy. Remember, we're part of a well-oiled machine that has 10 votes.
Brandon, so sorry, bro. So sorry.
Danny's a good guy. He really is. Wasn't coming from a bad place. He was just drunk out of his mind. So he hugged me, then he hugged me again, then he hugged me some more, then he kept hugging me, and then he came back and hugged me again.
I omitted honorable mentions from this specific video because I feel it leaves more room for follow-ups. But thank you all so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Social media links are in the description. But until next time, take care.